Oh, man, such a slow night. At least I'm not serving dogs. Normally, this would be where a dog shows up like a cheap punchline. Guess not. Speaking of dogs, I wonder where the hell's Gil. Bored? What? Sorry, did I wake you up? I wasn't sleeping, my eyes were open. You went to college, right? You know having your eyes open means nothing. Don't worry, I don't blame you. It's been a really long time since we had such a slow night. In fact, I think the last time we had a night this slow was before you started working here. Really? Yeah, it happened when Robert was still working here. Who? My first employee. Poor idiot bought a levitation potion and threw himself off a building. Oh. As it turned out, the potion actually worked. Come again? Started rising in the air and couldn't stop. They later found his body smeared across the nose of a commercial flight that was on its way to Cavagnana. But anyway, should you really dismiss that so easily? We didn't have a single client that night, not even a lost soul asking for directions. But then, suddenly, a kid shows up. He was obviously underage, but I was bored, so I just had to let him order something. I gave him one Camotrine-free drink. I mean, even if I was letting him order. I wasn't about to give alcohol to an underage boy. And then, when the time came, what keeps touching my arm? Is it just me breathing? I keep feeling something touch my arm and I think it's just my breath. And then when the time came for him to pay his tab, he realized he didn't have enough money. He then yanked his shirt over his head, started screaming he's a ghost, and tried to escape. So I kicked him so hard that he flew out of the bar and told him ghosts shouldn't feel pain. Boss, did you really kick an underage kid? Of course not. I just gave him a warning and made him wash a couple of dishes. The fact that you even thought for a moment that I would kick a young, innocent child hurts me to no end, you know. Anyway, just keep it up. Someone will show up sooner or later. Sure hope so. Hold on. Come to think of it, aren't Gil's checks made out to Robert? No. Well, at least that story killed a couple minutes. I don't know. Sort the glasses here or something? Huh. We had a fedora-shaped glass? Anybody here? Sorry, I'll be right ouch. Are you okay? I'm fine, yeah. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? Something wrong? Are you sure you're old enough to drink? Well, seeing how I'm old enough to eat solid food, I guess that drinking won't be a problem. You know that's not what I meant. Yeah, I'm old enough to drink. I turned 21 not too long ago, actually. Well, that was interesting. Still don't believe me? What do you need me to give you? I must be sleep deprived or something. What's this deja vu feeling, though? It's fine, don't worry. What can I get you? I feel like having a sugar rush. Sure, coming right up. Here you go. Thanks. Yep, this is the stuff. You know, I could have been lying through my teeth. I could be an underage liar. You could have sold alcoholic drinks to an underage kid. How would that make you feel? Meh. Meh? I don't believe in the myth that kids don't drink alcohol. I've met 16-year-olds that drink a lot more than I do. Limiting the alcohol they can get is necessary, but if you make it look like a forbidden pleasure, well, you'll only make them crave it more. Hell, I bet if you gave kids alcohol, they'd start swearing off of it earlier. So you're fine with giving drinks to underage kids? No, but if that were to happen, I wouldn't get my panties in a bunch. When you get punished for doing that, you'd have to admit publicly that you ordered alcohol first, and that would bring you a different array of problems. Now, did you come here looking to get me in trouble? No, I just wanted a reaction out of you, but you're taking it all too calmly. Why? I don't know, your face makes me want to tease you. I suddenly feel like I'm back in high school. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Please show me your ID. Sure. Anagram? What's that? What does that mean? Miss Anna Graham? Are you real? Anagram, where have I heard that name before? Go ahead, just try to make a joke I haven't heard yet. I'll politely refuse. No, I'm serious, go ahead. People think it's too easy, so they never make jokes about my name. I'm still going to politely refuse. You're no fun. So what's your name, Miss Bartender? My name? You saw my name, I have the right to know yours. Fair enough, I'm Jill. Jill what? Just Jill? Yeah, but what's your full name? Just call me Jill. Fine, I'll just pretend Jill is a way of saying your name is actually Joanna Ignatia Lawrence alone. Oh, that's funny. Actually, I'll shorten it to Joe. Whatever floats your boat. Say, Joe, this place looks awfully desolate. Joe, she says. It's been a slow day. A really, really slow day. I'm actually glad you slowed up. I was growing bored as hell. I mean, it's not like we're always bustling with activity, but this is unusual even for here. So I take it this isn't a popular place then? We have our regulars, but we're not like the bars in the main street. Still, I like this place. It's comfy, and I don't know, it makes me feel safe. Weird, I mean, I feel that way too, but this place usually gives off the opposite impression. Can't blame them though, this isn't exactly the best part of the city. That's a shame. I really like how isolated this place feels. You can't hear the sounds of the city in here. It's nice. But then again, you could say I have some experience with isolated places, so it might just be nostalgia. Nostalgia, huh? Speaking of coming in here, now that I think about it, you didn't ask me for my ID when I first came in. Why didn't you do it if you were so suspicious? Well, firstly, I was bored. Figures. And second, I felt like you were of legal age. How? We've had a lot of kids come in thinking they can get away with ordering a drink, but they're too nervous or jumpy. I don't usually give drinks to kids like that. They don't know what they're dealing with. What if they're not like that but still underage? If they at least look like they're above legal age, I would be able to live with myself, I guess. I wouldn't give them anything if I know they're still kids, but hey, I'm bound to be fooled sometimes. So I'm guessing I wasn't jumpy? Yep. I see. Hey Joe, now that you know I can drink legally, can I get another one? What do you want? Give me something sweet. Sweet? Sure. I'm just gonna give her another sugar rush. Sweet drink. You know, if all drinks were like this, I'd be afraid of turning into an alcoholic. Please don't joke about that. How can you say that? You're a bartender. A bartender doesn't want her clients to become alcoholics. Just like how personal trainers don't want their trainees to turn into steroid junkies. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Still, this one's really nice. Hey Joe, do you drink? Suppose, yeah, it'd be weird for a bartender not to drink, you know? I don't know, I've met dentists with bad teeth. Bartenders who don't drink totally would make sense. That's silly, it'd be like a vegan chef running a barbecue restaurant. You think? Yeah, I mean, it's not a matter of whether you can eat or drink or whatever it is that you're making. It's more like, why do it if you don't like it? Huh, I guess that's true. Dentist might have bad teeth, but he could still like working in dentistry. Why bother bartending if you don't like alcohol? See? Something wrong? I just noticed you haven't said my name yet. I haven't what? Aside from when you read my ID out loud, you haven't said my name. Meanwhile, I've called out yours like a gazillion times now. Wrong name, though. Well, I haven't had the need to say your name. Come on, humor me. Say my name. Why? Say my name, say my name, say my name. Anna. One more time. Anna. Yes, now one more time. Nana? It happened again. Maybe I need glasses. And there's this feeling again. Did I see someone glitch out in the past? Oh, come on. Why did you want me to say your name? I like hearing people call me by name. It feels personal and fuzzy. Yeah, but asking people to say your name like that is a bit quirky? Creepy. I don't know about that. There was a certain someone who would wake me up in the morning saying my name. Your name is important. Once you know someone's name, the gap between that person and you disappears. Once you give names to things, you start seeing them as important members of the family. So what if it's creepy? It's still nice. Stop calling me Joe and use my name then. Say Anna, can I ask you something? You call me by name, so sure. About your arm. What about it? Oh yeah, I'm lacking one. Did saying the word creepy remind you of its absence? Actually, I've been wanting to ask you about it since you came in. At least be uncomfortable for a second. I'm trying to get a rise out of you. Sheesh. So what is it? How did I lose it? If it's not too personal. It isn't. I'm actually proud of the tale. Why? You're looking at a proud survivor of a nanomachine rejection. Really? I thought that was something doctors detected while a fetus is still in the womb. Yes and no. There's actually two types of nanomachine rejection syndrome. First one is the most common. They usually detect it while you're still a fetus. That's when they turn you into a cat boomer. The other one can sometimes appear in your teenage years. It's incredibly rare, but it's still possible. So that arm? Nanomachine rejection basically causes your body to attack itself. Tissues start ripping apart, your organs malfunction. I was lucky. In the end, all I lost was an arm and a handful of toes. Get it? A handful because I lost 5. Yeah. Anyway, I have a prosthetic arm, but it's in maintenance right now. Ah, I see. It's a bit weird to be without it. I still feel like it's there. Just a couple of hours ago, I tried to grab something and I just stood there thinking that arm was doing something. But anyways, mind getting me another drink? We can keep talking about my stump after that. Right. What do you want? Let's try something classy. It's weird being in a bar and not asking for a fancy drink. Alright. This looks expensive. Alright, I'm starting to have second thoughts right now. Just drink it. Hehehe. I'm starting to feel dizzy. That's nice. It is? Of course. I spent so much time in hospitals and whatnot, but now I'm just living my life, you know? I want to feel the good and the bad. No more being forced to sit quietly in a quarantine room. Yeah, I can get that. Wait, quarantine? Type 2 nanomachine rejection patients are put in special chambers free from the nanomachine particles in the air. That prevents them from being assimilated and aggravating their whole situation. To be fair, not all of my memories of the chamber are bad. I mean, I did spend 3-4 years in one of those places. Really? That long? Well, I didn't go for the genetic level treatment, so it was longer and a lot less expensive. I'm not gonna complain though. I'm alive thanks to all that. And I left with so many fond memories too. So that's what you meant with the whole feeling nostalgic and isolated places thing. Yep. You alright? Yeah, I'm fine, just dizzy. Hey Joe, if I ordered 2 drinks, would you be willing to share one with me? Come again? To be honest, talking about the treatment and all that made me feel a bit lonely. Sorry if it's not something you can do, but I had to ask. It's not something I normally do, but yeah, what the hell, sure. Really? Yay. Alright then, I want a piano man and a piano woman. On it. Drinks? Which one do you want? Do you prefer the man or the woman? I'm fine with either, really. Okay, I'll pick the woman then. Cheers. Alright, this is getting weird. I said, cheers. Oh, cheers. Yeah. Are you okay? Hey Joe, why do you think bad things happen? The sudden question, how so? If there's a God, why do you think bad things happen? Are you in a contemplative mood or something? Kinda. Huh. I remember a conversation in college where a classmate said we give God too much flack. How so? Well, let's imagine a place where virtually nothing bad happens. If an experience doesn't one-up the last good thing you enjoyed, you'll feel like it was a bad one. Even if you lived in a place where every good thing was one-up by an even better good, past events would seem bad. Well, let's say you have chocolate. I like chocolate. Everyone does. My mom doesn't. And she's a rare case. She also doesn't like pizza. Is she even human? Or, sorry, I mean... Damn it, where was I? Chocolate. Right. If you only got good chocolate, slightly less good chocolate would taste awful. Yeah, I can see that. If you only got chocolates that tasted better each time, then the chocolates you ate in the past would worsen in memory. Oh yeah, now I get it. So yeah, sometimes bad is just a matter of contrast. That still doesn't justify why bad things like death happen. I don't know, maybe we're just too concerned with the smaller plans to look at the bigger picture. Maybe that death will trigger something else in the future. If there's reincarnation, maybe that person's needed somewhere else. Maybe the world works in an entirely different way and we're limited by human reasoning. I don't know. I'm just a bartender. If there's someone to ask about the metaphysical nature of death, it's not me. Sometimes I think God is just a dick. Giving me a disease and allowing me to survive it, but depriving me of my special someone. Do you need context for all that? The special someone, I mean? I'll connect the dots eventually. Keep talking. You're obviously venting some stuff there. Oh, alright then. It's like God's, I don't know, it's like he's some edgy writer who likes having his characters suffer. I take solace in that reasoning because then I start expecting bad things. What if you're looking at it from the wrong angle? How so? Main characters usually have this tragic backstory that we never really see in the beginning. Something that helps them move on, that gives them motivation to power through the plot. Maybe you're not living the girth of your story yet. Maybe this is your backstory getting set. Who knows what the future holds for you? Heh, that'd be nice if it's at least better than my old outlook. Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm gonna start thinking that way now. Today, my origin story ends and my actual narrative begins. That's the spirit. Thanks, Joe. I feel a bit better. I'll be here if you need an ear. Glad to know that. I have to leave. Bye, Joe. Please come again. I will. That was an entertaining diversion. Ah, boss. What happened? I came to ask you that. Eh? You just spent an hour talking to yourself. No, I didn't. There was a girl called Anna here. There was nobody here. I was actually coming to tell you that we're going to close for tonight and that you were chatting with the thin air. Spirited talk, too. That can't be. She paid for her drinks. Registry says the money came from your account. But all the drinks I served her. I mean the liquid that someone who is definitely not going to be me has to clean up off the floor? But Joe, you're worrying me. Are you okay? Last thing I need is another employee who talks to herself. Yeah, I'm fine. Are you sure there wasn't anyone else here? I even checked the security cameras. You were here by yourself this whole while. Maybe you're tired. You can probably just sleep talking really intensely or something. Yeah, maybe. Come on, I'll drive you home. Maybe you just need a rest. Yeah. What the hell just happened? Hey, over here. Boo. How's that for an entrance? Come on, Joe, look sharp. Game's starting and the player needs a good first impression of its main character. I know you served a bunch of tuxedo-clad corgis over the weekend and the bar will eventually close. And I'll admit my sad little prank on you might have gone a bit overboard. But remember, life is 90% in how you take it. Stay focused and look at the brighter side of things. I have no idea what the brighter side is, but you should totally find it. In any case, you should totally check that parcel you just got. See ya! Ah, just a dream. Hmm? Something near the door. Your membership to Shining Fingered will automatically renew on the 17th. Make sure your account has at least $800 by then. Make sure to save your data using the Life Backup app. You can now browse the Augmented Eye. Bore. So who was that letter from? Nobody. I like that our cat talks to her. That's pretty cool. Mass immigration continues as Quincy reveals new economic adjustments. With inflation rates among the highest in the world, constant shortages on basic groceries, and rampant violent crime, glitch city citizens look for a better life in other countries. Quincy, however, isn't happy with this. They learned in our schools and universities, the Prime Minister said during a talk with the Augmented Eye. But they apply what they learned somewhere else, and I find it rather insulting. This comes after revealing new economic measures for the city, which most analysts consider to be useless for the current environment. They don't know shit, concluded Quincy. Wonderlanders are the newest threat. Wonderlanders are the newest threat to your security, by Kimberly LaVey. If you thought Alice Rabbit was good at cracking the most complicated security protocols in the world, then this new group will certainly blow your mind. They've yet to make an impact as big as Alice Rabbit, but they seem to be aiming very high with the recent threats issued against Prime Minister Quincy. We hold full access to Quincy's email network and will release the whole database this January, the group declared during a stream. Shallow threats. When questioned, Prime Minister Quincy dismissed all of the group's threats by saying that he's not hiding anything and is not afraid of a possible leak of his email history. Maybe everyone will get to see what kind of TV I bought last month. Wild parties. The people behind the Wonderlanders seem to enjoy dressing in all kinds of rabbit costumes during the stream. From Anthro to Bunny Girl, the purpose was to show the love and respect they have for Alice Rabbit and their role in today's politics. We wanted to follow their example while having some fun. We're not sure if this will go anywhere, but we'll be there to tell you if it does. Cyborg in Heels returns next year. Cyborg in Heels returns next year to the Super Silver Thunderdome by Lena Smithy. The popular show Cyborg in Heels returns to the Dome this March with tickets going on sale in January. Cyborg in Heels is a massive stage show about a cyborg fighting terrorism while wearing heels. Director Quentin Hayter explained Cyborg in Heels' special appeal during an exclusive interview with the Augmented Eye. What's not to love about it? It's a cyborg wearing heels. Cutting stuff. That's literally something we've never seen before. A niche market I'm willing to capitalize on. Check out the full interview in the next few weeks, exclusively here at the Augmented Eye. Good evening. Ah, hey there, Gio. Oh, hey, John. When will you admit you have a John face skill? When you let people call you Jules. Quiet. Are you okay? You look distracted. Where's boss? Don't know. She went out to buy some stuff and... Did you hear what I just told you? You said something? Yes, that you look distracted. Very, very distracted. It's nothing. I'm just thinking about stuff. What stuff? Well, I have to pay rent by the 30th, which is always stressful, and... there's also the fact that I spent a full hour yesterday apparently talking to myself. I saw you, Anna. Not to mention the fact that 2 days ago I found out the bar was at risk of closing. Not only is my life being shaken up, I'm apparently going crazy. On top of that, Neuter and Foray left me with a completely empty wallet and I'll get evicted if I miss rent again. And there's all the beer cans around my apartment and... Jill. Sorry, did you say something? Can you really work today? Of course I can. Let's go through the basics then, shall we, just in case. If you can make a Piano Man, I'll skip the rest, but bear with me for a second here. Let's start with the Sugar Rush. Yo, I'm the one that went through the formal BTC instruction. Then this should be no problem. Here, happy? Yes, very. Stay corrected. Well, let's get working. Oh yeah, before I forget. You can make any drink big by doubling the amount of ingredients. Yeah. You done with the exposition? Sam, it is so great to see you. How are you doing, Sam? Let me tell you that I did get to see your Chicken Little stream because I let Addy watch it last night and he was having a fucking blast watching you. So it was very nice. I still got to hang out with you even though we didn't get to hang out on my stream. But it's so nice to see you, Sam. Did you want to say hi? Addy said hi. Yeah, he loved watching you play Chicken Little. He's never seen the movie, so he was very confused. Sam, it's nothing he hasn't already heard. Like, I don't censor myself. How are you doing, Sam? Now I am, yeah. Hey guys. Oh, eh? Who's that? I don't know. Found her while I was out shopping. Why bring her here? Well, it was either leave her outside at the mercy of society's finest or bring her unconscious body in here. She's gonna make such a ruckus when she wakes up, you know that. That's up for you to deal with. I'll be in my office. You can't just push that responsibility onto us. We have work to do, damn it. There are two of you. Believe in yourselves. Think Chief knocked her out? Busy day, that's awesome, Sam. That is awesome. It hasn't been a very busy day on this end. Me and Addy went out and got some free coffee. And it was really nice. And we've just been chilling at home. Yeah. It hasn't been a very busy day so far. Nothing on the docket. But this free coffee is what's sustaining me. And there will be free coffee tomorrow too. I'm so hesitant, Sam, to buy different creamer because creamer can make or break coffee for me. And so I tend to just stick with what I know. And I would just be so, because I don't like wasting. And so I would be so nervous. It's cool you found a really nice one, though. That sounds tasty. Nah, that's unlikely. She'd be crowing about it or taunting us if that were the case. And it's not like her to pick on such a small girl. At least not unprovoked. Yeah, you're right. We'll just need to keep quiet. She seems to be sleeping soundly, not comatose. Yeah. Okay then, time to start the night. Yes, I'll start working while you go clean the bathroom. Come again? While you spent the whole weekend and Monday doing God knows what, we've had some interesting clients come in. Dogs, lots of them. You're joking. Gil, you've known me for how long now? So I looked up to come into a woman who would make a joke like that. Well, so, as punishment for leaving me to deal with all that on my lonesome, you'll be in charge of cleaning the bathrooms. Have fun. Just that? Fine. See no problem. Where's the cleaning stuff? Here. You brought that from home, didn't you? That I did. Fine. With that out of the way, let's play some music on the new jukebox. These song titles are beautiful. Where do I go from here? Will you remember me? Everything will be okay. All systems go. Anime to the extreme, and I'm here for it. Oh no, Sam. Is it poo time? 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 Nice, Sam. Congratulations. That song took way too long to start. We'll take that. Having to mix drinks and change lives, y'all. Hey, you! Give me a beer! Oh, sure, right on it. He wants a beer. Does he want a big beer? He wants a big beer. Here you go. Yeah, this one's good. Pretty good, in fact. Nice job. Thanks, I guess. Okay, I was in a meeting close by. This hellhole looked like it could certainly use a presence like mine. Although, to be fair, work has taken me to worse households, like New Jersey the 3rd. Huh? What kind of work do you do, mister? You're talking to Donovan D. Dawson, chief editor and owner of the Augmented Eye. Nothing gets published there without my blessings. The day started with quite the interesting fellow, it seems. So you're the one to blame for the barrage of daily articles on Alice Rabbit, then? Hey, people love those articles. They love reading about that urban legend. Can you blame them? The idea of some wild card hacker working for their own goals and nobody else's? It's the kind of corny shit that brings the clicks. For all kinds of people. And clicks bring money, and money brings nice stuff. Stuff like cars and houses and plastic surgery for the missus and her kids. Well, I'm not complaining about the fact that you write about the hacker, it's just that you write about them every single day. Some of it isn't even news, just speculations or copycats. I can't read your newspaper's daily feed without running into at least one article about Alice Rabbit. Well, first of all, I don't write about it, my interns do. Poor bastards think it'll help make them full-time employees. I'm just capitalizing on this topic while it's popular. And second, they're tired of one article about a supposed hacker. But not all the daily stories about murders and other horrors? Well, I always filter out that section. I don't want to start my day scared and bitter. I have enough pressure and problems as it is. I don't need to add Glitch City's lovely citizens to the list. You're smarter than you look, kid. But if more people were like you, I'd go bankrupt from the lack of traffic. Still, maybe my job would be easier. How so? People get bored of a certain kind of news after seeing it repeatedly. When I started in this job, it only took the news of some elderly woman being killed to guarantee clicks. You... What kind of brave? What do you need eyebrow gel for? Sam, what are you doing? Now you need an elderly woman carrying a sick baby boy getting hit by a truck. Interesting, Sam. Interesting, Sam. I've never heard of that, but that sounds cool. Sounds cool. That's not enough. They need a full sob story behind it. That's why I like those urban legends. They're easier to write about and you can make up any shit you want. Spam them while they're hot, and even people like you, people who avoid the murder stories, will see them. That brings money in. Like I said, money's good. I guess he has a point. What about the opinion columns? Aren't those a good source of traffic too? Oh, I hate those brats. They just write about how they're better than everyone else. They might also write about how everyone that likes a certain something should be sodomized. Worst part about that is that they know half of our clicks come from them, so that they get all diva-like on my ass. What? Yeah, I just use a pencil, but I mean, it works out alright for me, but if it doesn't work for you, I hope the gel works out. I've never heard of eyebrow gel. Sounds neat. What about... No, wait, I was thinking of another newspaper. Yeah, the columnists on your page are annoying. See? Kid on the restaurant critique column, shit, forgot that brat's name. Restaurant? I believe that's that kid. Couldn't care less about his name. Anyway, his column is the least visited of the bunch. He gets less hits than the obituaries. However, he still insists that I keep paying for his adventures to outrageous restaurants. I wouldn't have any problem with that if he actually wrote about half of the places he visits. How so? He rarely writes about the places the newspaper sends him to. I even heard that he tries to get free meals by proclaiming that he's a food critic. Poor bastard only gets laughed at when he says that. I do remember some guy coming in here asking for free drinks and saying he was a critic or whatever. Did he look like a fat child with a really small face? No. Wasn't this one then. Anyway, all this talk made me thirsty. Try to give me a beer this time, please. Coming right up. Here you go. Ah, it's the big things that make life worthwhile. What about big troubles? Did I stutter, kid? Right. Tell me, do you see many celebrities in this hellhole? Please stop referring to this place as a hellhole. If a place smells like soap and dog piss, I'm within my constitutional rights to call it a hellhole. I'm doing my best here, thank you very much. Who was that? Nobody important. Hey, I heard that. Don't be offended by what I say, kid. I'm insulting the building, not you. You can think of it as a small hole in hell rather than a hellish hole, if you like. Charming. So, celebrities. Not really. At least not that I know of. Why? Well, to begin with, you have a serious VIP as a client, but I don't see you losing your shit. You're not making me feel special, honey. And second, because I'm always up for gossip regarding famous people. Especially the red carpet kind of famous. Those folks people pretend to love but actually want to see fall from grace. Pretend to love, fall from grace? Why do you think that gossip about famous people always sells? People pretend that they love celebs, but what they really want is to see their idols torn down to their level. They want to see them suffer, to get their comeuppance for daring to be so much more successful than them. Now, I think gossip is just something everybody enjoys, but nobody wants to admit to enjoying. It's all wrong. But even if you were right, it wouldn't change the fact that people love that kind of stuff. They want to escape their lives by living somebody else's. Sadly, I fail to see the appeal in the whole thing. Well, I care if this guy I saw in some random movie was wearing socks with sandals, or if they're dating God knows who. Wearing socks with sandals is practically a public indecency, but still. Oh please, as a bartender, I bet you have a strong voyeuristic streak. Your kind always loves to hear that stuff. Just like hairdressers. And this sounds hypocritical coming from you. Even if that is the case, I don't sensationalize what people do. I don't make it more than that person you know from TV acts like a human. Sensationalize is the key word here. Just the other day I saw this committee judge bitching over what some girl was wearing to the store. No matter what you say, these people don't exist solely to entertain the public. But this problem exists solely because they're the ones constantly cultivating the idea that they're perfect and untouchable. Going to exotic locales, dressing in elegant ways, indulging in every luxury they can think of. All that just leaves the public craving for those little moments when they make a mistake and fall to their level. Can't say that's a lie, but sometimes the crowd just wants to see they're human. Hey, that dude that plays the nice guy is indeed a really nice guy. To be fair, the gossip articles don't help, sensationalizing everything. Feels like they're instigating a behavior that shouldn't even be acknowledged in the first place. You like your big words, eh, Brett? Well, two can play at that game of... Hey. You're a bartender, right? No, I'm a lab rat, hell-bent on world conquest. Sarcasm wastes my time, my money, and your energy. Refrain from using it. Anyway, I just realized that a bartender like you must have heard quite a few stories in her career. Talk about changing topics. Maybe. Why? Wouldn't you like a column talking about those? I bet they would sell quite well. It'd be like that priest who published confessionary stories, and then got excommunicated and lynched. People usually tell me all this stuff because they know I'm just a simple bartender. A personal stranger of sorts. We could have you ghostwriting. Half of our staff do that. They do? You don't really think Lena Smithy is just one person, do you? Figures. Anyway, eventually the people from the stories would know it's them and blame me. Not only would that hurt us as a business, it would hurt me. I really like hearing my clients rant about their lives. Oh, and it would hurt the clients too, I guess. Well, if you ever retire, that offer is waiting for you. Yeah, like you'll remember me 2 weeks from now. Sure. You want another drink, Mr. Donovan? Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Did I say something wrong? Not at all. Just really like the sound of that. Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Is it really that special? Okay, interesting. Interesting, Sam. I like it. Like the idea of it. Gel precision. Too dark is not the biggest deal though, so that's still a good thing. You're good, you're good, you're good. At work, everyone calls me Mr. Dawson or Boss. Boss is just a title. It's too impersonal and cold. Is it? I look actually the same. Possibly. Possibly, Sam. Possibly. Mr. Dawson was my father and grandfather. It's too general for Mr. Donovan. Now that's more like it. They're referring to me, to the man in front of them, not to my family, not to my position as boss, to me. You want your employees to get personal with you, Mr. Donovan? Oh, God's no, but I want them to fear me, not because I'm their boss or the name up here in the paychecks, but because, rather, I strike mortal dread into them. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to make everyone call me that. Oh yeah, you were asking something. What was it? Drink. Another one. Do you? Ah, yes, yes. You know what? Third time's a charm. Give me a beer. Alright. Please, Mr. Fart was my father. Call me Mr. Squirter. Sorry, that might not have been the best fart joke. Hey, I finally made you say yuck. Finally made you say gross. Honestly, achievement unlocked. The amount of times that you have made me go, ew, Sam, gross. It's time you got one. One beer. Here's hoping I don't pass out. Cheers. Enjoy. That was like a day ago. Nice, yeah, a beefer. We love to hear things called beefers. Say kid, does this bar have any investors? You can call it a hellhole. There was some bloke named Sven that wanted to give us money if we stamped his face all over the place. Aside from that, no. These bars are pretty much like any fast food chain, so there are no local investors. Why? Just wanted to let you know how lucky you bastards are. Investors suck harder than my first wife's mouth. Those bastards think they're so important because they put their money in the company. Beep. Well, that's... I mean, you give me money so you can make more. Let me do my thing and I'll give you your money. But no, they have to stick their noses in and start changing the silliest of stuff. What good is it to be the boss if you still have to work for someone else? Still have to answer to unions, the government, those kinds of organizations, don't you? Yeah, but that's paperwork. I make someone else do it and call it a day. These losers ask for meetings. Start talking about stuff they don't like, stuff they found offensive. And there's always that one guy or gal that says, hey, why don't you do what that other newspaper does? Recently they told me that they needed more clicks. More clicks. I make sure to keep stuff spicy while still keeping production quality up, but it's never enough for them. Well, you know what? They want more clicks, I'll give them more clicks. I'll show them what happens when I do what they want and don't reject ideas. They'll know who the hell Donovan D. Dawson is. Should I be worried? Nah. At least he paid before storming off. Wonder what happened with Sven though. I never heard from him again. Jill. Yes? What the hell happened in that bathroom? That kind of mess usually requires you to have thumbs. Crafty dogs, I tell you. You'd think their short legs would hinder them. The ceiling. The sinks. The toilets. The vents. Shh, you'll wake up Briar Rose over there. I won't forget this. Yeah. Oh, client. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I... Big gut punch. Fast. Alright. Here you go. We can actually do it then. This crack house is a bar. Hellhole crack house. It smells like dog urine and soap. How the hell do you expect someone to feel comfortable in here? Surprised you decided to come into our little crack house after all, mister. What the hell do you care? The payment registry says. Sorry for the question then, Mr. Ingram McDougal. Ingram. Sorry about the smell, we're working on fixing it. There was a incident over the weekend. But it's Tuesday. Please, let me know what I can do to make your experience more pleasant regardless. If I pay you, will you come with me to a motel for a couple hours? No. Then I have no use for you beyond giving me drinks. This guy fucking sucks. Such pleasant clientele tonight. My ass, why you decided to come to our bar then? Somebody recommended me this place and I have absolutely no idea why she likes it. Says she's a regular here and all. Starting to doubt her taste. A regular? Can I ask who? No. I'll concede one thing. Whoever picks the music at least has decent taste. Hey Joe, where'd you put the dish soap? Gills run out. Below the sink where it's always been. Right. Oh, a customer. Good evening, sir. Hope you enjoy your stay at Valhalla. Is there any other feedback you want to provide the establishment so we can enhance your customer experience? No, nothing. That's an interesting change of heart. Can't afford to slander this place knowing she's here. You know my boss? I don't know her, but I know who she is. Dana Zane, the Red Comet. The woman who fended off mall rioters all by herself, knocking them out cold one by one. That's an achievement and a title I've never heard before. I know boss did a few things before opening this bar, but that sounds... Would you happen to know how she got her mechanical arm? Heard a couple of stories, but they sound too fantastical to be true. Been an interesting change of attitude. I saw that woman take out armed rioters with her bare hands. Once you see something like that, it's hard enough to keep your mouth shut in front of them. Interesting. You can relax though. I've only seen her deal with clients personally about 2 or 3 times. One involved Class 5 weaponry, the other was a pickup artist, and the latest had an alpaca. An alpaca? Not really an alpaca, but there's this woman that owns a textile company. She got really drunk and she started screaming she was an alpaca. Started spitting on everything afterwards. My boss had to show her the exit. I'd rather not remember that night, so let's leave it at that. Can I get you anything else? Give me a pile driver, please. Please? There's a word I haven't heard today. Coming right up. Pile driver. Here you go. It's fine, I guess. Did you want a big pile driver? Hey lady, have you ever faked an orgasm? I'm sorry, I think I heard wrong. I asked if you've ever faked an orgasm. That's a question I'm not going to answer. I'll take that as a yes. I was just thinking about how good a lie can be. I mean, even the most sincere people lie once in a while. Lies can buy you time. Lies can make you happy. Reality will come crashing through the door eventually, but for that moment, that lie can give meaning to you. I say lies are like your porn stash. You know they exist, but you shouldn't acknowledge them. Does that mean you've really faked orgasms? Because you look like you have a lot of experience. Can this guy just kindly fuck off? Still, that's quite the random thought to just suddenly have. Are you perhaps lying about something right now? Not really. I'm just thinking about people making polite comments about this crack house. Of course you were. And I'm gonna need another drink here. Already? Don't you think you're drinking a bit quickly? It's my problem, not yours. Give me a fringe weaver. Alright. Not to drink it too fast. That's up to me. Hey lady, have you ever felt empty? Empty how? Like, hungry? No, I mean empty like there's a part of you missing. Can't say I particularly have. I just feel there's this part of myself that lacks something. An urge to get or do something that I just can't satisfy. Have you tried taking up a hobby? Might not solve your problems, but it might keep you busy enough to avoid thinking about it. Any suggestions? Well, collecting stuff, reading, bungee jumping, combat sports, exercising. Sounds a lot cheaper than the alternative, which is bitches and alcohol. Tried sex touring once. It was like a bloody Russian roulette STD, so I left midway through. Once burned my Christmas bonus hiring 3 women for an orgy. Porn is more amusing and cheaper. I've also hired a girl to act like my daughter for a day for 3 years in a row now. Nothing seems to do it. Have you tried rescuing a puppy? You can't fuck puppies. At least you shouldn't. I'm drawing a blank then. Can't think of anything that might help. This dude is beyond help, Joe. Please get him out of the bar. Wasn't expecting you to help me, or to believe me. Yeah? Could have been lying through my teeth this whole time. People lie, lady. Anyway, I'm leaving now. The smell's killing me. Butthole eyes customer? Yeah, this guy really fucking sucks, Sam. Thankfully, he's leaving. Whew. Boss, I'm gonna take my break.